When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Noles will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. This is a designed run. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Wood. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll leave it with him. Has the sticks and still on his feet. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Touchdown, Aggies! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lining up to add another. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wood. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Witherspoon. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a step.
Touchdown, Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
He's
running backs nowadays. They're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Caught behind the line. It's rocking. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Past the first down marker and still running. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, no! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Bringing it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for determined. They will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll run the screen. At the 45 on its way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
Those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands. You saw that receiver pluck the ball.
They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Catch in the middle, it's Witherspoon. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Wood. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Wood. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Harris. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. This quarterback, part of their running game. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down. And of course, they go out and get it.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count the numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and you just give it to the running back, let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wood. He gets a block. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. All out of space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 24 over USC. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Got it, looking for the first down. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end. Slithers into space. There he goes. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Gonna look downfield again. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. Wide open space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wood. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go right back to him. And they're able to make the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Fires to the big fella.
All right, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.